Hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is time for an incredible Black Friday launch day. You join us in the midst of our Black Friday event. Also, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our friends and family and viewers across the pond. No doubt, all eating lots of delicious food together already. Black Friday means that you are going to be finding up 70% off a plethora of amazing products across the entire website, in all the shows as well. But also, we are bringing you a daily Black Friday deal, and they are knock your socks off amazing. Today's is an incredible deal for you on the Gemini foil press. You're just buying the Gemini foil press and then you're getting £130 worth of incredible freebies in there. You're going to get a carry case, loads of foil stamp dies, you're going to get some foils in there as well. There is absolutely loads for you. $99.99 down from $230.87. Platinum members, you're looking at $79.99 to get your hands on that today, which is absolutely amazing. Now, it is a launch day. We are looking at the Silhouette Floral Dies collection. I am not on my own. She is back in the house. Miss Chivs is here. How are you, Leanne?
Oh, I'm feeling glorious today, Joe. I'm actually not firing on all of my cylinders. I'm a little bit discombobulated, I'm not going to lie. I was sat at my desk in the other room typing, thinking it was 2:45. It was 2:45. And I had to be here in 15 minutes, and normally I'm here 2 hours before getting ready. So I've put the quickest face on you could ever imagine in your life. I just threw it at myself. So if I'm not looking my usual, polished self, please forgive me. But I'm excited about these because these are my favourite floral dies ever.
Wow.
And they're also, selfishly, something that I put my foot down with a firm hand and said, we will have them because they're glorious. So I'm very excited to show you why I love them.
Well, I am very excited to have a little look at them. You guys have been ordering them in your droves since you saw them previewed on the wake-up call a little earlier. Very, very busy across these. Couple of different options and ways in which you can get your hands on them. But I know Leanne wants to show us a few of the glorious things that you can make with these. There's so many samples. You can tell the design team have had a field day with these, Leanne, can't you?
They've had a field day with these, Joe, and they are incredibly beautiful. You can see with every one of these different projects that we've got for you here, the beautiful bouquets on them, which really do have that realistic look, but a very watercolour, painterly feel to them, is exquisite. Truly exquisite. Who does not want to make and receive a card that looks like that? Absolutely glorious. You can see, works with all of the nesting dies you've got, all of the different shapes that you've got, all of your beautiful scrapbook ranges that you've got at home, your embellishments that you've got at home. They're going to be able to use with these florals in so many ways. And the thing I love about these, Joe, and you're going to see when we demo them the first time, it is simple. That looks complicated. You would be thinking, I can never do that. I promise you.
It looks like it's been cut from a piece of pattern paper.
Doesn't it really? It's gorgeous. I promise you, you're going to be able to do these immediately. You get them home in about a minute. It is fabulous the way they've been designed and how easy they are to use. Those of you who watch my colouring shows and aqua marker shows in the past and have seen me stamp with an aqua marker, then dab some colour on and go, voila, a flower. It's as simple as that. I cannot wait for you to see.
Amazing. Right, a couple of different ways of getting your hands on these then. The first bundle I'm going to share with you is the dies on their own. They are brand new today here on Crafters TV. The first chance you've had to get your hands on them. And there's 3 different collections for you. I love that it's quite a compact launch, quite a compact collection, but it's going to give you the ability to do lots because of the way you can compose these and put them together. The first one here is the Bumblebee Paradise that you've got. I love the way it cuts them in this silhouette style if you want to use them like that, or you can add colour to them. You're also going to get the Butterfly Meadow within here, and then finally the Scent of Summer, which is this one just here. They are the 3 brand new die collections that you're getting. 20% off of these as well. $29.99 and $34.95. You want to get your hands on those. We also have another collection for you, which I know you're going to love, which gets you not only the brand new dies, it also gets you 3 packs of our tricolour aqua markers as well. Now these are 3 pens in a pack, but also what you're then going to get is 3 different colours within each one of the pens. So you can see how they seamlessly blend together. So this is your colour basics. You'll also receive the Floral Meadow and you will get the great outdoors in there as well. And also alongside that, you'll get 15 sheets of watercolour cardstock to get you going as well. This represents the best value on the show. $51.99, $68.64. That's a platinum price of $41.59 or $54.91 if you want to grab them that way. Loads of you having the loveliest of days and saying hello. Jane is saying hi from the south of France. Bonjour, Jane. Kathleen is in Manchester. Hi. Where in Manchester, Kathleen? We might be neighbours, you never know. Pammy says good morning and happy Thanksgiving from Canastota, New York. Mary's in Maine as well, saying good, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Shelley is saying happy Thanksgiving from Michigan. Margaret's here as well. Mary's in Montana, also wishing everyone happy Thanksgiving. Charlotte says you look beautiful, Leanne. We'd never know. Jeffrey saying good afternoon all. Happy Thanksgiving to US viewers. We would love to see some pictures, Leanne, wouldn't we, of people's Thanksgivings as they are progressing throughout the day. If you want to send us those photos, it's really easy to do so. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them into. If you want to come and have a bit of a gossip and a natter with me, then you can do that over on the socials. Crafters TV over on Facebook. Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. It is going to be a very, very busy show. Don't forget also about that in the background. I don't even know if Leanne knows about this. The Gemini Junior Rose Gold is half price. No way. Half price. And half the stock has gone as well. $99.99 today. It's UK only. £99.99 for is your price. $79.99 if you are a platinum member in the UK. Down from $199.99. I'm going to tip it forward because look. Oh, look at how beautiful it is. I was going to say she, but it could be a he. I don't want to misgender that, Gemini. Do go and have a look at that and all of the other incredible Black Friday deals that we've got across over on the website. Don't forget also about, I'm just going to flash them at you. Coming up later in our amazing 3-hour Black Friday cartload, which myself and Leanne will be here for. Don't tell Leanne that I may have given you a little flash in those bags a little earlier. I know. 3 brand new mystery bags for you to shop for, which is really exciting. They're going to be coming up in that later cartload show, along with a whole host of other gorgeous stuff, which is brilliant. Right, very busy already on these. No surprise there whatsoever. Quite different to anything else I think we carry in our range at the moment. Would you agree, Leanne?
Very, very different to anything else we carry in our range and very simple to use, but what everybody needs in their stash. If you're a card maker, you will know that flowers and butterflies outdo any other style when it comes to card making, especially if you're a seller of your cards. When you sell at a craft fair, flowers and butterflies are the first 2 things to go and then everything else follows afterwards. These are really classy and just really elevate the look of any kind of card you're making. When we do flowers normally, they're the die cut type, aren't they? So they're die cut, they're layerable, you're rolling them, you're 3D'ing them, you're constructing them. Foam flowers, for example, as well, all look beautiful. But sometimes you don't want a 3D floral like that, but you want something that looks a little bit more realistic and authentic. These dies will do that for you. So you get in the collection a beautiful range of the flowers that go in there. Now, I'm wondering whether we've given you the names of them all. I think we've just called them spring flowers, but I'll tell you how bad I was with this when we were putting this range together. I was actually researching seed packets, and it'd be like field yarrow, foxglove, all of the different names that we had for the wild flowers that I wanted in this collection. And if the flower didn't look like it, it wasn't getting approved. And poor Rachel Irvin, can we just all say a prayer for her and commiserate with her, because she had to do possibly 20 reworks on the artwork for these. Because I wanted them to be perfect, and they are perfect. They're very realistic. So you're going to take your dies and you're going to lie them on your watercolour cardstock. I would highly recommend that you use watercolour cardstock with these, because you want to get that painterly look. You want them to look very artistic, and watercolour will allow you to do that. So just choose whichever florals you want to cut out. They're a really nice size, and you can see I'm using on my junior plate here. I can get several on. I could get the whole packet on, actually.
They all play nicely together as well, the collections, don't they?
They do, yes. Every single one of these collections will work brilliantly together, because they're all from a meadow. They're all meadow flowers. They're all wild meadow type flowers. We just had to separate them up into smaller collections so that you could make your choices if you wanted to just get one. But if you want all three, you can use any of them interchangeably in that collection. You don't need to worry about keeping them in their set. You can use them interchangeably. So then we just make up the rest of the sandwich and pop it through.
You went a bit Mrs. Doubtfire there on sandwich.
A sandwich.
Sandwich.
And pop it through the machine. Oh, hang on, my die slipped. Oh, I spotted it. Did you see that? I haven't used any tape. I just don't want my die to slip. If you don't want them to slip, keep it down with some repositionable tape. I'm being naughty and foregoing that step. There we go.
You're so naughty.
I'm not as naughty as you doing little sneaky previews. Got my eyes on you.
Oh, maybe we'll have another little sneaky preview in this show. Who knows? If we can get it round Leann.
Naughty. Right, so once that's run through, you see the florals themselves actually come out of the die really easily. In fact, a lot of the time the die just comes off and there is the floral. So they could not be more easy to remove from the card and use. That one there, which is a lovely field yarrow. Oh, that might be my thistle. That's a thistle. This one's the field yarrow. There's a marshmallow one as well. And
marshmallow?
Yeah, I'm going to get all the names for you.
Oh,
and
look at you. Has Mr. Chivs been helping you out with these?
Mr. Chivs was all over this like a rash. He was very excited about it.
Mr. Chivs is it an arboriculturalist?
An arboriculturist?
Which is not a really boring horticulturalist.
He's not a boring culturist, no. Arboriculture is trees.
Right.
Yes, so he's an expert in tree disease and telling you what kind of tree it is and where it should grow and if it needs to be cut down, if it needs to be saved, etc., etc. So like a doctor of trees, if you like.
Doctor of trees, I love that.
And also a horticulturist before he became an arboriculturist, which is plants and gardening and nature and all of those kinds of things.
Amazing.
So yes, he loved it. So once they're all cut out, we can then get to the colouring, Jo.
Fabulous.
So I'm just going to get myself a piece of scrap card. I would recommend this too. I just think it makes life easier. So I'm going to move that to one side. And then just choose whichever flower you want to work with first. So I'm going to work with my thistle. I'm actually just looking for a pokey tool, Jo. I don't suppose you could shout, because there's, look, a couple of little... Oh, I'm just going to use this pen. You'll have a pokey tool at home. There we go. I think the pokey tool fairy has pinched all the pokey tools. I've looked in there, Jo.
I didn't see you dip down that low.
That's because I don't have as far to go as you, Jo, when I dip down, because I'm nearer the floor. Rude. Okay, so we're going to start colouring it in. So what we need is our water and our brushes, and we can use one of the big brushes or we can use one of the more detailed brushes. I'm going to use the detailed one for now. And then all I do is get it ready for the ink. And to get it ready for the ink, oh, look how gorgeous Joyce's brought me new pokey tools. I feel so special. Thank you, Joseph. Look at that. Oh, I've got nice new pokey tools now. I feel special. I'm going to paint the card, which gets it ready to receive the ink. Okay, and then I'm just going to choose the colour I want to do. So I'm going to pick a nice, vibrant pink. I'm going to use, out of my tri-blends, which are in that kit, I'm using the purple and the heather. Now I'm going to scribble on my mat. You can see here, there's my purple. And then all I'm going to do is pick that up and pop it onto my watercolour. Now you can see here, what I've done is cut out the flower and dab on the ink. And it's no more difficult than that. Now if you want the colour to be a little bit more intense, you can go straight in with your marker. If you want it to be brighter, there's nothing to stop you doing that. So you can see you brush your marker straight over it. And then again, just with your damp brush, give that a little agitate. I'm going to have some ombre between the colour, where I have a little bit of the purple at the bottom. I could take it from my mat, or I can take it straight to the flower. And then just with my damp brush, you can see, agitate that in. So I just get a little bit of a change in colour there. And then I'm going to do exactly the same for the stem. So I'm going to just wet that with water. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the dark green down here. And then a little bit of the lighter green.
How fabulous. I mean, they come together so quickly, don't they?
So
when you look
quickly.
at them, they look like they've taken forever, like you've sat and painstakingly painted in every little bit of colour.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like you've had to have the most complicated stamp and be very, very artistic and then apply all the colour in the right place. Know what you're doing in terms of painting. It really does look like that, Jo, but the reality is you whack the colour on.
Whack it on.
Whack it on and give it a little agitate with your damp brush. You see how they're all blending together now? And then when I move this to the side so you can't see all the mess behind from where I've painted.
Beautiful.
You've got a beautiful floral.
I actually quite like your waist as well.
Well, you know, you could use them as a little stencil if you wanted to, and do that as like a rough background. No reason why you couldn't do that. We might have a look at doing that, like abstract. How gorgeous is that? Now, if you want to intensify the colour, you just take your pen in, and then with your damp brush, give it a little...
Beautiful.
A little agitate around. Bring a little shade down there if you want to. Want a little shade on the leaves. Bring a little bit more shade down there until you're happy with it, Jo. And then it's done. And you just need to dry it and get it ready to go on your card. And you're going to do that with every single one of those florals that we've just cut out. I do like to dry it. I don't want the ink to smudge. And I don't want it to keep moving because I like the way the colours look on there. So I give it a quick dry and then that's ready to be used. So that's flower number 1 done. And then we'll do the same again with this one, but in different colours. So if I pick another pen, let's say we'll go with this nice orange one. I'm terrible for not wanting to go back over the same area where I've made a mess. And I should, because it's not going to hurt it, but that's just me. And then don't forget to dampen it. So just a little bit of damp.
What does dampening it do, Leanne?
So it just kind of primes the card and gets it ready to receive the ink. If you're not colouring from a palette like this,
right,
you don't need to do that.
Okay.
But if you're colouring from a palette, it's best to have the card primed. And from a palette, I mean scribbling on my mat. Nothing more difficult than that. And then it depends, because when you do it this way, you get a more subtle result. When you do it straight to the card, you'll get a more intense colour. What have I just done with my flower?
Oh, can you imagine just spending an evening just cutting a load of these out, getting a little lap tray, sitting down in front of the TV with your pens and a little pot of water? You could just spend a whole evening making these up, couldn't you? You got them then ready to go to pop onto a project whenever you want them. Absolutely,
absolutely, Jo. And you can see I can intensify. These are so quick to do, but they're so effective. And you know, sometimes I don't want to spend 3 hours rolling a flower and gluing it and arranging the petals and getting it 3D perfectly. I love flowers that look like that, but sometimes I just want to relax and have a nice time with it and not put too much pressure on myself. This allows me to do that because I'm just got all of the joy of using the floral. I can put colour on wherever I want. I don't have to be an experienced colourist or an artist to do this, because actually every flower in nature is different and colours will always look different. All you've got to do is just choose the colours you want, pop them onto the flower wherever you would like them, and then when it's done, it is going to look absolutely beautiful.
It really, really will. And I guess because you're adding colour, we talked about in this earlier show, you can make them more spring-like, more autumnal, more summery. You could even maybe do winter ones. You'll know the answer to this question. Are wildflowers there all the year round? We were having this conversation earlier, Leanne.
Different wildflowers are there all the year round, but they'll be seasonal. So, for example, poppies come up at the beginning of the year in May. They're not there in October, but certain wildflowers will be there in October.
Okay.
So it just depends on the type of flower.
On what it is?
On what it is, yeah. Depends on the season that it flowers and the season that it's dormant.
Leanne, what is the difference between tricolour and tri-blend, apart from one being watercolour and one being alcohol?
Nothing.
Nothing, no.
So I'm just going to move that to one side so you can see. Now, look how beautiful.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it lovely? And look, when you put them together, how you're starting to build this lovely little wildflower bouquet. I like to do the colour on these really intense. You can do them more pastel if you want to. It's entirely up to you. Should we do another one, Jo?
Yeah, I think there's going to be no stopping you.
I know, I love.
I think you're having a lovely time.
I do love them. Let's do this one. I'm going to do this nice purple and pink.
Linny says, oh, Leanne, I've lost a pokey tool as well today. I've searched everywhere, high and low. Now I'm paranoid I'm going to stand on it. Just make sure it's not on the floor around your work surface. I think you'll be all right. Anne says, John, Leanne needs pokey tools. I love that you can talk to him directly. Mary Lee says, so wonderful to see Leanne again and share a chuckle with her and Joe. Pat says, good morning from California, wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving Day. Turkey emoji, plate emoji, brown leaf emoji. There you are. I must tell you a funny story about that the other night. I was texting Debbie Fisher, Leanne, and she was texting me from her car by just saying the text message, and then her car was writing it down and sending it to me as a text message, but she didn't realise that when she says crying laughing emoji face, it doesn't actually put the emoji, it just puts, oh yes, I had such a fun day today, I can't believe that happened, and then it's written in words, crying laughing emoji face. She was like, very happy emoji face, she just kept coming through written down. Very, very funny.
Very funny. Oh dear. That's like the sort of thing I'd do.
I think because when someone puts it in the message, a crying laughing emoji face, your car reads it to you as crying laughing emoji face. So you think if you say it back, it's going to do the same.
Oh.
It does not.
I get it.
Kathy Miser's got my order in, all in, yes, love these flowers. It is very busy. Remember, there's two different ways of getting a hold of these. You can go for them with the tricolour aquas, which is the busiest way of getting a hold of them. You get 9 markers in there, and you get the watercolour cardstock, which is a perfect cardstock to use with these. Or you can just go for the dies on their own. Maybe you already have our tricolours, you've got our aqua markers already. Then the details along the bottom of the screen are for you. $29.99 or $34.95 is your price today. Very busy across both options. The best saving comes when you get it alongside the cardstock and the markers. Great little present for someone as well, that larger collection, if you've got a crafty friend, Leanne.
If you have got a crafty friend, they will love you forever for getting this collection for them, because look, from cutting out these 5 flowers that were in that one collection, and you can see by colouring them up and just piling them on top of each other, what a lovely bouquet you're able to build. They really do look lovely, don't they?
They do look absolutely gorgeous. It looks like, apparently when I'm in the box, Leanne, that this is all of my body. It's not.
I see.
There you go.
Oh, so you've got a little body, a little dancey body and a big old magnum head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Well, there's no difference there in real life, to be honest. So.
Oh dear. I mean, I made myself laugh there, Joe. Okay, so we're going to do this last one and then we can put them together on a card if you like. Because we're going to be doing lots of these flowers during the course of the show. And do you know what? They're just so lovely. I cannot recommend it enough to you, really. I would just say, get them and then do exactly what I'm doing here, especially with, you know, the aqua markers if you've got them, or these tri-blend ones if you get the bundle, if you get the bundles, if you've got your sparkle inks.
Oh, I bet
your sparkle pens,
glorious.
having a sparkly floral looks absolutely incredible. There's so many different things. Use your Harmony Water Reactive to ink them up. If you've got your Harmony Water Reactive pens, you can do that too.
I mean,
so you're not restricted.
No, all florals are of course timeless, but this watercolour design seems to be even more so. I mean, you're always going to be able to use these. You're going to have these in your stash forever to come back to. And I think because they're not occasion specific or anything like that, they were going to make a great project. Whether you're centering your project around them, you're making it the focal point of your project, or you are just using them to embellish a project. You could obviously, you know, gather more of them together and make them focal point, or how beautiful they're just going to look like. Are they going to look as just an embellishing item on any project, from a card to a tag to a scrapbook? I just think you're going to be thinking of loads of ways that you can use these and incorporate them. The ones now they're drying, Leanne, they look like they are out of a die-cut pad.
They do,
They look
don't
like
they?
you would just pop them out of a die-cut pad, and they look professional, which is amazing considering how simple the technique is to put them together.
Very simple, and you can see I am not using any kind of superior knowledge, technique, ability at all. I've cut this out. I've scribbled randomly, very randomly, purple and pink colour on there. I've dabbed that around with a damp paintbrush. That's all I've done. Put a little bit of green in the centre there for the stalk. Done nothing else. Move that away. Beautiful, beautiful foxglove floral there.
Beautiful.
Which really does then add to the little ensemble I'm making. And all I'm doing is piling one on top of the next, one on top of the next. And they're looking beautiful, every single one.
They are looking absolutely gorgeous. Gilmore says, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Whether celebrating or not, I'm thankful for CC bringing us all together, for the great friendships, laughs and the crafty education. So thank you, Crafters Companion.
Oh,
you are more than welcome.
Lovely, thank you. And happy Thanksgiving to you. I'm very envious that I'm not over there eating all the food.
Oh, yes. I'd love to have a Thanksgiving dinner. I've never had one, you know.
No, me neither. And you know, I said to our colleagues in the USA, I was emailing them last night, and I said, have a lovely Thanksgiving. I'm really envious. It seems like a fun thing, and I've never experienced one myself. I said, well, actually, I'm envious of the food. That's what I'm truly envious of.
I think it's all about the food from what I'm gathering. The food and the family is what it's all about. And what, sorry, Erin? Green bean casserole. Ooh,
what's a green bean casserole?
I know, I was thinking exactly the same thing, Leanne. A green bean, as in like French beans, as in like trimmed beans. Well, is a green bean like actually a bean, like a, oh, I can't think of a bean, Leanne.
Like a runner bean?
Like a flageolet bean.
Oh, like a baked bean?
No, yeah, so like a...
Haricot.
Cannellini bean.
Cannellini or a haricot bean? Or is it like a long green bean?
Or is it like a long thin vegetable? Yeah, green beans, or runner beans as we would call them.
Runner beans.
So what do you do with them, Erin? You get cream of mushroom soup. So, okay, we won't be having that, I don't think, Leanne. So it's green beans in mushroom soup with cheese on top, and then you bake it in the oven. Not feeling it, Leanne, are you?
I think I'm all right over here. I'm not feeling that, I have to say. That's not making me want to get on a plane right now and come over and have some. No.
No, deep fried turkey, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, deep fried turkey. I'm there for deep fried turkey.
Absolutely.
And mac and cheese.
Oh, yes, mac and cheese.
Cauliflower cheese, yeah.
Joanne says, it's always been amazing when I see a product and think, that's nice, but do I need it? But then I see a demonstration and quickly it changes to just, I need it. And I think this, I completely agree with you on these, Joanne. I think the thing is, Leanne, with these, you look at the samples, you think they are amazing, but they have taken forever and a day to create, and I have the patience and the time to do that. Okay. But then when you see how quickly they come together, you think, gosh, you could be making cards and projects and centerpieces, embellishments that look that wow in just a few moments. Can you afford not to have them in your stash?
I don't think you can afford not to have them in your stash, Joe, to be perfectly honest, because they're so different to all of the other florals that we do, and they're timeless, and you can do them in any colour that you would like. I mean, just they would be, you know, they're fantastic and very, very useful. Sorry, I'm distracted.
I've just showed Leanne a picture of the green bean casserole. Yeah. It looks like if the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz had an alternative haircut and was trying to mix it up.
Yes.
And went for something a bit different. They might have green bean casserole hair. Or who's the lady in mythology with all the snakes in her hair?
Oh, Medusa.
It looks like she got. It does look. I'm not digging it, Leanne. Are you?
I'm not digging it.
No.
That looks like what I would do when all I've got left in my fridge at home is some green beans, half a block of mouldy cheese and a tin of mushroom soup in the cupboard, and I'm desperate to cook some dinner. And I just fling it all in a pan and go, that'll do. That's what that looks like to me.
Yeah. It's a no. It's not a 10 from Len. It's a no from us.
I'm sure it is delicious, because often the things that we think aren't going to be delicious are delicious.
Absolutely.
I mean, so here's the thing. What does everybody at home have that they think's delicious that somebody else might not think's delicious?
When we used to go to my auntie's house, we were all from down south, and she got married and moved up to the north, and she used to make for us, and it's not the same as the one you have here before you all attack me, corned beef hash. But it's not like a corned beef hash like we have in the northeast in a pie. It's not that.
No.
It was like corned beef, broken up with a load of vegetables, leftover vegetables, and a tin of baked beans in it as well, and it all mixed up and fried.
That's what my grandma calls.
Was disgusting. I hated it. Absolutely hated it. As a kid, it was just all sloppy and mushy in one texture.
So that's what my grandma used to call corned beef hash. And make it for, she would do like potatoes, onions, carrots, corned beef, cabbage, all in the thing together, and just slop it in your plate, slop it in your plate. Yeah. However, a lot of people call that pan-haggerty.
Pan-haggerty?
Yeah.
Well, do you know what? It's funny you call it pan-haggerty, because in Sweden they have something called pyttipanna, which it just means this and that apparently, and it's very similar, but it's delicious and not disgusting like my auntie's.
Oh.
Yeah, it just means this and that apparently.
Well, that's what I think that green bean thing looks like.
Pam Haggerty, isn't she the one off the Chase?
No, that's... Oh dear.
What's her name? It's similar.
Anne Haggerty.
Anne Haggerty, nearly.
Now then, I'm just using my 3D glue gel, little bits on the back, just to arrange these how I would like them. And what I like to do, Joan, what I think looks really good, and I mean, you can use one flower if you want, you don't have to use all 5. But look, I like to cluster them. I think clustering them and having them on top of each other is when they look really impressive and like a lovely little arrangement. So lots of little bits of the 3D glue gel. You see how I'm popping them behind.
I bet you could make these into a full wreath if you wanted to as well, couldn't you, Leanne? Or, you know, like floral corners.
Absolutely, you could. You're just going to bend them around the wreath. So there we go. Just laid them all up on top of each other. You could put a little ribbon on there if you wanted to, but it just adds a nice little accent.
Like a bohemian summer wedding, that's what it reminds me of.
Isn't it? Now you can see the difference in the colours. So I've gone a little bit more muted there, full on intense there. And it just depends, you know, how you want to pull it together. It's entirely up to you. But colouring them in and cutting them out could not be more simple. And of course you get that beautiful thing there. And I've missed this off. You'll forgive me.
We'll forgive you.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
No, absolutely gorgeous. A great way of using them. Nice to see how easily they come together as well. Sophie Minton wants to know. Great question, Sophie. Curious, because we don't actually see her. Is Erin in the US or an American in the UK? She's an American in the UK. Where in the US are you from, Erin? Originally New Hampshire, but she lived in Florida before she came here. No, move on, Joe. Stephanie says, I prefer green beans with slivered almond. What's a slivered almond?
We do cut, you know when you've got the thin cut almonds to put in your Christmas cake, just thin slithers of it with a full nut in the nut shape.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Do you not know what I mean?
I do. Don't worry,
Why are you laughing at me? So you know you get the full nut, and then you do that. And you get the little slithers of it.
Like shavings of almonds.
Do you know what almond flakes they're called?
Almond flakes, oh. And they're called slivered almonds in the US.
It's almond flakes we buy for our Christmas cakes.
Yeah, almond flakes, I'm down with the almond flakes. Slivered almonds, okie doke. Green beans and slivered almonds.
I like the sound of that because I like a chestnut in with my Brussels sprout.
Oh yeah, I've been taken to doing Brussels sprouts completely differently since Sarah told me about how they do them in the States. Finely slice them, fry them with loads of butter and bacon, then add a bit of cream in at the end. Oh, divine. Anyway, we digress. Let me tell you about the tools. I feel like today's going to be a very food-centric show for some reason. We've got a great tool collection to go with your aqua pens or your tricolour aquas. It's your 4 misters. You also get 4 of the brushes and you get the palette in there as well. So brilliant for allowing you to create some of these techniques. $12.99 or $24.99 if you want to go for those. 2 different options when it comes to grabbing a hold of these brand new dies. You can go for the dies on their own if you already have your watercolours and your cardstock that you need. And in here you get the Scent of Summer. They are all available individually, much better value to get the 3 together. So you've got Scent of Summer with that gorgeous poppy in there and the thistle. Then you've got this one just here, that's your Bumblebee Paradise there. Love the foxglove on that one. And then this one here is your Butterfly Meadow as well. $29.99 or $34.95. You've got over 20% saving there. Now, the best way to get the best value is to go for the larger collection that also includes the tricolour aqua markers, 3 packs of those, and the watercolour cardstock as well. And these are the 3 sets of tricolour aqua markers you're going to get in there. So you're going to get the Great Outdoors. The way they work is each pen blends seamlessly together, and then you get all the colours that complement each other across 3 different pens. So you've got your Great Outdoors. You've also got the Colour Basics and Floral Meadow within there as well. Lots of food chat coming on. $51.99, $68.64 if you want to get those. Platinum members, you're looking at $41.59 or $54.91, which is awesome. Right, Gilmore says, roasted Brussels sprouts with olive oil and Parmesan cheese, maybe even a drizzle of balsamic vinegar, Leanne. Ooh. We'll have to give that a go.
Sounds like something I could definitely eat.
Now, Barbara says mac and cheese. I'm on board with that. Spam bake is what she says as well. What is a spam bake?
Well, I think if spam's the same as our spam.
Yeah.
Yes, in a can.
Meat in a can, yeah.
I would love to know how you're baking it, because I really do love one of my guilty pleasures, spam fritter.
Spam fritters, is it? See, I thought that was a very, I thought that was a very Lancashire thing, spam fritters.
Well, it might be, I don't know, but I do like one.
Do you? I don't know if I've ever eaten spam. Can't say I have. Charlotte Jones says, collard greens flavoured with ham hock. When my elderly dad said he liked it, I smiled. It's about the only thing I know how to cook. Delicious. Mary Pat says, the green bean casserole isn't on our menu anymore since most of our kiddos don't come for Thanksgiving. We had too much food, so one dish had to go. We kept the sweet potato casserole instead. Yum. Also, Pam says, are any of those flowers edible? We could add them to the green bean pie, maybe. I'm not sure about that, Pam. I'm not sure that anything will save the green bean casserole. Right, very, very busy across both different ways of grabbing a hold of these. Remember, there's loads of amazing Black Friday deals across on the website for you as well. Make sure you go and check those out. Also, don't forget that myself and Leanne are here with you for 3 hours later with an amazing Black Friday special cartload, which is going to be awesome. There's loads of incredible deals coming up for you in there as well. Details there on your screen are for the dies with the pens and the cardstock as well. $51.99 or $68.64 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Right, any questions or comments you've got, get them into me. Pammy says, spam is gross, lots of being sick emoji faces. And then someone says, oh, hashtag say no to spam is a hashtag that's going around now in the comments as well. I don't know. Right then, Leanne, what would you like to share with us next?
We're going to mix it up a bit, Joe.
Okay.
So obviously I've just shown you how brilliant it is to be able to use those flowers and just make them beautiful bouquets, but there is so much more you can do, and you just got to think a little bit creatively with them, and I'm sure you'll have loads more ideas than me when you get them home, but this is one of the things that I think you're going to love doing. So I've just got a piece of watercolour card here, and I've got some of my Harmony water reactive ink, and I'm just going to blend myself a little bit of a vignette around the side of a piece of watercolour card.
Good word, Leanne.
I know, I love a vignette.
A vignette.
I know.
I remember when we launched these ink pads, Leanne, you and I, in a previous life. Do you remember?
Yeah, I guess we did, Joe. I remember.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was good.
In a previous life just means somewhere else I used to work, essentially.
Yes, it does. Oh, yes, I do remember. Yeah. Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that show.
Oh, I did.
I think that was one of the first times I'd worked with you as a presenter.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time we'd seen each other in about 3 years as well.
Oh, it was. I know, we had a lot of catching up to do.
We really did.
And we did do it.
We did. We put everyone and everything to rights.
We did.
Karen says, I'm not doing traditional Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to do chicken pot pie, roasted Brussels sprouts and golden beets.
Oh.
Delicious. I'm going to have a very low-key Christmas this year, Leanne. I'm thinking I might just have something completely different for Christmas dinner. Erin suggested a lasagna, which I think is a great idea.
Oh. Right. Do you know, I'm going to make you one and send it down.
All right.
You know how
on
much
a little plate.
You know how much I love a traditional Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Some friends of Debbie Fisher's are having a curry for Christmas dinner this year. They just fancy a curry for a change.
Well, each to their own. Each to their own. Each to their own. We will be having all of the traditional trimmings at Chef's Chivs. And in fact, Joe, if I get a sniff of the fact that you're sitting with 2 people and eating any kind of lasagna on Christmas Day, I will send Mr. Chivers down in the car to kidnap you from your own flat and drive you all the way back to my house, where I will sit you down and force feed you a Christmas dinner.
All right. I'll bear that in mind. That could be an easy way out, really.
Right, now then, what I've got here are 3 self-made stencils. So I've just got 3 pieces of card where I've die cut out the floral. So here we go, the poppy. I think that might be the field marshmallow. This one's, oh, where's the thistle gone? I've lost it. Oh no, oh here it is. Is that, no, that's one, well, never mind. So anyway, cut 3 flowers out, so I've got 3 stencils. And then all I'm going to do is use them to position on the little background that I've just started to blend, and use them to stencil through and make my own background. So I've got a kind of a shadow happening, Joe, in the background there. Fabulous. So I'm going to use a lighter ink and the dark ink. Same 2 colour inks. You just hold it wherever you want it. dab through with your ink, with your Harmony Water Reactive. I'm just using the small round dauber here, and the good thing with these is you can use them several times before they get dog-eared, but if they do get dog-eared, you just get another piece of scrap cardstock and cut yourself a new one. Very easy to do. So I'm doing that there, and I might just give it a little bit of a shadow along one side there. So if I move that.
Oh, fabulous. Doesn't look that difference, does it, when it's still down under the stencil?
It looks like nothing's happened when you've still got it on the stencil. And then, you know, you see them start to come to life, don't you? So I'm going to have this down here. And I just build up the background. And you can see that's what I've done on this one. This one's the finished one. So we're aiming for something like this, where you get that lovely silhouette of the colour in the background there. And you can just build your colours up. There we go. And it doesn't have to be precise. And you can put them wherever you like.
If you want to go for a blending tool collection, it's the blending tools and the sponges on the bottom of your screen there. So you're going to get the blending tool with the refills as well. You get the square one with the refills, and you get the mini blending sponges for free as well. How fabulous.
Very fabulous.
I'm not sure how you're going to feel about this though. Debbie Queenie O'Meara on Facebook says, I'm not doing Christmas dinner this year. All my kids are with the in-laws. So me and the hubby are having a nice big full English breakfast for our Christmas dinner.
I actually don't mind the sound
of that. Oh, you're all right with that
I
one?
think I'm all right with that, actually.
Sausage, egg, bacon, black pudding, beans, mushrooms,
hash brown,
lots of toast.
Hash brown fried bread.
Yeah.
I think I might be all right with that, actually, Joe.
Okay.
Surprisingly. I mean, it's each to their own, isn't it? I'm just very traditional, Joe, and I just don't think I can break. I don't think I can break with
that
tradition.
Christmas tradition.
Yeah, I'm very, very traditional.
I didn't have traditional Christmas dinner once. That was when we were on holiday in the Dominican Republic. And we had a roast pork bap instead, and it just wasn't the same.
No.
No.
So now, the only time I haven't had a Christmas dinner was when we went to Florida.
Right.
With Peter for Christmas.
Okay.
And we went to Planet Hollywood for Christmas dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, which is very unusual, isn't it?
Very unusual, yeah.
So we just, he got to choose, you see. So we're on holiday.
Planet Hollywood.
And where would you like to go for your dinner? I'd like to go to Planet Hollywood. So off we went. And we had a lovely day. And it was a little bit different because we're on holiday, if you know what I mean.
I guess so. Yeah.
My husband said, we're not doing that again. I missed my dinner. So that's
the end of that.
That was the end of that. There we go. So I've created my background. And I think you'll agree, it's very ethereal.
It is, yes.
Isn't it? It's got that lovely kind of light shining through, the sunlight's coming through,
yeah.
the grass and the glade and the florals.
Would sit really well with, you know those lovely stamps we do of the fairies and the toadstools and all of that. I mean,
yes.
It could easily complement something like that, couldn't it?
Yes. Do you know, that's a glorious idea? So with all of those silhouette stampings, imagine making your mystical backgrounds like this and then putting your silhouette stamping on top. That's
beautiful.
going to look absolutely beautiful. And you've created that yourself, which I just think is phenomenal. I'm using my 3D glue gel again. I'm going to have to, if I keep going, might have to shout for John to get us some more. Or Jake, either one. I don't mind. Either one of them can come running with the glue. I'm going to pop that on there.
You're in a very funny mood today. I like it.
I am in a funny mood today.
I'll get you some glue, don't worry.
I'm sorry. Do you know?
No, I'm going.
I am in a funny mood. I think it's because I was late and so therefore panicked. I wasn't late to air, but I was sitting very happily just doing my work and thinking I had an hour and I had 10 minutes and poor Erin had to come and say, hi lady. I'm like, what time is the show, Erin? She said 3. I'm looking at her like, of course, yes, I know that. And you're telling me that why? And I looked at my clock and it was 15 minutes to 3. And I'm like, oh, Erin, I'm so sorry. And come running through. Toot sweet.
I'm afraid that my 3D glue gel journey was fruitless. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to have to get one of the boys to get it.
Oh, okay, never mind. Thank you for trying, Joe. I'm going to stick another flower in here.
Apparently, Leanne, it's in drawer number 4.
What, the 3D glue gel? Oh. Right then. So somebody's given Joe directions to the 3D glue gel, which I love. That's got to be a Debbie, a Jan. It's got to be somebody we know, hasn't it, doing that for us. What do we think? Do we think that's too many flowers or shall I keep going? I mean, this is...
the only one I didn't look in, Leanne.
Oh, thank you. Who told you it was in drawer 4?
Erin.
Erin. Oh, thank you. I've got 2 tubes now. Jo, what do you think? Too many flowers? Not enough?
If I tell you, are you going to listen to me or are you going to overrule me?
Oh, it depends what you say. I'll decide when you
Right, I think that's enough.
You sure?
No, wrong answer. Okay, maybe just one more.
I think one more, Jo.
Okay, excellent.
I think one more. Just there. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, that's much better.
Doesn't that make all the difference?
All the difference.
All the difference. And then I'm going to do a little Hessian bow down here, just to tie them all together, so that looks like a lovely little hand-picked bouquet. Nice little good look sentiment, using any of the sentiments you've got at home. And you're good to go. There we are.
How fabulous.
So use them as a stencil and create yourself a lovely ethereal background. And again, look the difference. So more green, a little bit deeper with the stenciling, less green, less flowers. Same concept, two very different cards. And that's what you're going to be able to do with these. You're going to be able to mix it up and make them what you would like them to be.
And they're just two different tones of the same colours. So imagine
Yes.
all the different ones you can achieve when you're actually changing up the colours, all the different tones of those. Evelyn says, my son is making a deep fried turkey this year. I must admit, Leanne, I'm a little bit obsessed with American QVC. Do you know why?
Why?
The first time I tuned in to watch,
Yeah.
they were selling a turkey fryer. You just put the whole turkey in, it goes in, and it deep fries the turkey for you, and then you take it out. I mean, what more could you want? What more
Oh
could you
my
want?
word, I have never tried a deep fried turkey, but I am here for it. I
Yes.
would really like to try a deep fried turkey.
You have to be very careful though, I think. Very, very careful. You need to do it outside. But yeah, they were selling a machine that deep fries a turkey. What more could you want in life? But Evelyn says, my son is making a deep fried turkey this year. I'm making the rolls right now. I've made brandied cranberries and pumpkin pies already. Oh, delicious. And the rest of the family is bringing the rest of the fixings. We'd love to see some pictures, please, Evelyn. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Details are there along the bottom of your screen. Remember, there's a couple of different ways of getting hold of these. You can go for the dies on their own if you already have all the other tools that you need to put these together. And in here, you've got the scent of summer, which is are these flowers just here. The next collection for you is the Bumblebee Paradise, which is that one that I love the foxglove. I think there's something about foxgloves that's so enchanting, really gorgeous, very romantic. And Butterfly Meadow is the other one that you've got just there as well. Really gorgeous. $29.99, $34.95 gets you all of them. Or if you wanted to go for the collection that also has the 9 tricolour aqua markers in there, then you can. That represents the best value for money. You also get the watercolour cardstock in there, and that's going to give you 3 collections of your tricolour aquas. You're going to get the Great Outdoors, you'll also get Colour Basics, and the Floral Meadow there for you as well, which is brilliant. Right, another great item that would go really well with these are the ink pad collection that we have. Now, these are our water reactive ink pads. They are the most popular of all the ink pads that we bring you. So more of these than any of the others. And in here, we've selected 13 colours to perfectly complement. So you've got Bordeaux, you also have the Honey Pot, Straw Bale, Plum Jam, Fuchsia, Smoke Plume. This is your Midnight. Then you've got Ocean Blue, Pine Tree, Grasshopper, Spring Meadow, Friar Brown, and the Crush Velvet there as well. £50 or $70. Essentially, you are getting 3 for free when you get them in that configuration, which is awesome. Now, talking of awesome, I need to remind you again of our daily Black Friday deal. Now, it's a UK-only offer, but my oh my, what an offer it is. Have you seen this, Leanne? $99.99. That's what you'd normally pay for the foil press itself. We are giving you £130 worth of goodies for free. You're going to get the bag in there. You're going to get loads of foil stamped dies. You're also going to get loads of foils in there as well. You're still going to get all the other stuff that you normally get, so all the accessories that you'd expect to get in there. And as a platinum member, $79.99 to get £230 worth of goodies, which is awesome. Very busy on that, very busy on both of the options with that brand new launch. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out because there's a lot of bulging baskets over on the website. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
I wish you knew what we got up to underneath those pieces of videos. We have some wonderful conversations. We've been talking about Macy's, JC's pennies. What else are we talking about? The Karate Kid. I mean, it's an eclectic conversation. It really is. I'm just going to recap. I'm going to leave the details on the screen for you for the dies on their own. Remember what you're getting in there, the 3 brand new collections for you. So the Scent of Summer, you're also getting the Bumblebee Paradise, and this one here, which is your Butterfly Meadow. All 3 of those for you. Platinum members under £24 or $28, which is amazing value for money. What would you like to share with us next, Leanne? Just to say as well, don't forget about the half price deal if you're in the UK on that rose gold Gemini. Look at it. It's £99, or if you're a platinum member, $79.99. Do you ever remember, Leanne, us doing a half price deal on any of our Gemini machines?
Never.
I don't, in all the time I've worked here.
I know for 100% fact we have not ever. Because why would we? It's a fantastic machine.
Why would we?
So I know for a fact we haven't. So that is pretty flippin' special. And the fact that it's the gorgeous rose gold as well. It's shiny. Shiny.
Yes, if you are in the UK, get your hands on it. You'll find the details across on the website. What would you like to share with us next, Leanne?
We're going to have a look with the aqua markers at how to make a lovely background to match our flowers. So I've lost my flowers. Honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know what I've done with them, Joe. I was looking for them earlier and I found them. They're here. There they are. I was looking for them earlier and I was like, where are those flowers? Here they are, found.
Margaret's asking, she's not sure if she's going to go for them with or without the aqua markers because she's thinking, I want to get the goodie bags and what there's aqua markers in the goodie bags. I can confirm categorically outright there are no aqua markers in any of the 3 goodie bags. I hope that helps.
I hope that helps as well. I think it does help.
I think it helps.
I think it's, yeah.
I've had a good old rummage through all of them. Don't you worry about that. And you are going to love what's in there. And I'm going to reveal all for you. Well, Leanne probably will, to be fair, in that later 3-hour cartload. I'm even going to pop my purple suit on and everything.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm going to go for it.
Oh, I didn't know you had a purple. If I'd known, I would have come matchy-matchy.
Yeah, I've got a purple suit now.
Have you? Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, you wait. 7 o'clock. Be there or be square.
Oh, well, that's not the right colour. Sorry guys, I need that. I don't need that colour. We don't want a dark brown umber in the background. I want burgundy and I want another red. Where is it? Here it is.
Any questions you've got, don't forget and get them into me. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're over on YouTube. Details are along your screen just there. And we are urging people, aren't we, to send us pictures of your Thanksgivings. We would love to see them. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you want to send those in to us. Oh, that's better.
Absolutely, that's loads better, isn't it? So we're just doing a little ombre. So you've seen I wet the card first and I did that because it just takes the ink so much better when you're applying it. So it'll take the colour and you won't get the lines that you might get if you coloured straight onto your cardstock. So I'm going to do that and come halfway down, and then I'm going to change to a lovely crimson colour.
Oh, that's nice.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then pick that up and just mix them in. So I've got a lovely ombre going on. Two different aqua markers there. I've used the burgundy from one marker and the crimson from another one. And we'll just lighten that to come down a little bit.
I think people have taken a lot of umbrage with our comments towards green bean casserole.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah. I'm not. I still think it doesn't look or sound very delicious. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
I think the picture wasn't the best picture, and I don't think Erin described it in the best way. I'm sorry, Erin.
Yeah, let's blame Erin.
Get a tin of mushroom soup, whack some green beans in and put some cheese on top and you're done, basically. I mean, if that's what you do, then I feel like I'm going to make it and try it and then come back here and tell you, sorry, if I loved it.
If it was in like a homemade creamy sauce, maybe. I think it's the idea of a mushroom soup.
But having said that, you know Campbell's soup over here.
Yeah.
Lots of people use Campbell's soup as a sauce for like inside a chicken pie and what have you. Yeah. That is a thing, Joe. That happens over here too.
The mushroom one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Campbell's soup.
Not about
they
that.
use it as a sauce for a pie.
Oh, there we are.
So if it's in that vein, then I can understand that because we use the same one. Now, can I just show you how to get a more intense background? Did you see what I did? I dried it a little bit, and then I'm coming back in with more over the top. And what that does is allow me to layer up the colour and intensify it a little bit. So if the first time you go in with a colour when you're doing one of these washed backgrounds, the colour isn't strong enough for you, if you feel you've diluted it too much, just dry it. Not bone dry, just take a lot of the moisture out and then go back in with some more colour, and you can start to really intensify that colour, which I love to do. And I know sometimes you get in touch with me because you're frustrated that the backgrounds you're doing aren't intense enough in colour, or you feel aren't as intense as the ones you see us doing here. And this is why, because we'll dry it with one layer, go back in with a second layer, and it just lets you bring that colour a little bit more intense and then ombre it out. If that's
and they are so versatile, aren't they? The aqua markers and the tricolour aquas, when it comes to all the different sort of techniques and ways of using them and laying them down.
100%. So then you would let that dry or use your heat gun, do a little bit of matting and layering, and then use a die and just cut the centre out. And then what I've got is just a piece of cardstock, which is approximately 7 by 5. Another piece 7 by 5 where I've scored in 1 inch and 1 inch at either side.
Awesome.
You can see here, and then the same on the other side, and I've just die cut using a frame die and aperture in the centre. That's getting stuck on top of there, so that's creating my card base. And then this is going to go on here.
Very opulent.
Yeah, it looks really lovely, doesn't it? And then I should have a piece of yellow cardstock somewhere, which is eluding me. Oh, well, I can't find it, but never mind. Oh, say I need it. I'm going to chop myself a piece instead.
Okie doke. Mary says 3 of my grown-up daughters are here now and it's getting a little chaotic. One of them asked why I was watching the parade and this show at the same time. Exactly, turn the parade off, they've got a point.
Yeah. You don't need the parade when you've got CTV.
It's always a parade of fun here, and entertainment and education.
Can I just ask, is it televised?
The Macy's parade, yes. It is. All the hot air balloons, like they're big hot air balloons that like will go down the street. Have you seen, there's a clip somewhere, isn't there, where it gets a bit windy one day and one like, it gets a bit windy and they can't hold it, Leanne, and it sort of goes just off. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, I bet that's fantastic televising that.
Yes, but watch it later.
I wish we had Thanksgiving, Joe.
I want Thanksgiving. Maybe we can make it a thing. My friends in Manchester had Manxgiving earlier this week.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, Manchester Thanksgiving,
Manchester Thanksgiving. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I want Thanksgiving.
If I'm off next year on Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a Thanksgiving thing at mine. Good. Is it always on the same day, Erin?
No, it's the 4th Thursday in November, Joe.
Last Thursday. 4th. The 4th Thursday.
Yeah.
It's very complicated. Right, I'm going to check.
Because if you get 5 Thursdays because of a 5, you know, because of how they fall, it's the 4th Thursday.
4th, I'm off next year, and I'm off the day after. That's it. Thanksgiving. Here we go. It's on a Monday next year.
Can I come?
How can it be on a Monday? If it's the 4th, oh no, I'm working. Yeah, I'm not working on the 4th Monday though. Maybe I'll do it then.
Well, you could do it then, and do you know all of the tape pens have run out?
Oh no, you're not having much luck today, are you?
I'm not. No, I'm not. Anyway, I think it started as it meant to go on, didn't it? Really. I need to get myself home and get myself to bed, Joe. That's
no, you can't do that. We've got another 4 hours to go yet.
I mean, I think you can cope on your own, Joe.
Absolutely not.
I think you can. I think you'd be all right. You're a big boy.
No, we've had this happen before. It doesn't work out.
Okay.
Get myself in a lot of trouble.
I'll stay with you, Joe.
Thank you.
So now I've created, you see, so I've got my lovely wash background. I did my card. I've done my matting and layering. I did my little cut-out aperture with my dies, and I've done a frame and put it round. Now I'm just going to arrange my flowers on here. But what I wanted to show you is, look, using the aqua markers to do the same colour in your background as you're using on your floral really does tie it together and makes it look lovely, doesn't it, Joe? It's really fabulous. Gorgeous. I really, really love it. And lovely to be able to create your own custom backgrounds and then have the flowers that you're making match that custom background.
Not letting it go with the bean thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Leanne, I just called you Debbie. Sorry, it's because I've been with Debbie for 2 days. Green bean casserole. It's actually, we've had an updated recipe. It doesn't make it any better, I don't think. Lisa Banuelos says it's mushroom soup, milk, green beans, and pre-packaged French's fried onions. You know, the crispy ones that you get on top of your hot dog at the cinema. Salt and pepper, mix it all together, bake it, and then put more of the crispy onions on the top afterwards. I'm still not buying it. Alicia says my favourite meal is bacon wrapped chicken with creamy mushroom sauce on a bed of wild rice and green beans on the side. I love that we've got into just what people's favourite meals are now. That's where the show has gone. I love them with the darker tones, you know, Leanne. I know you've done them in sort of a more bold tone and then a more watercolour tone each time, but the bold ones I think really stand out.
It really does stand out, doesn't it? It looks lovely, Joe. So I would add now maybe a little sentiment there. Oh, here it is. I was going to see if I could find it. I found it. And a bow. So I would pop a little sentiment on. I'd pop a nice bow on there. So I'm going to bring this one in, and so you can see.
Nice.
You can just do it, you know, however you want. So you can arrange them in one small area at the side. You can make a performance of it across the aperture if you want to. Use a bow, use some rattan. You don't put a bow on, use a sentiment. Don't. The choice is yours. I think the key thing is here for really classy, expensive looking cards, which look like you've taken forever to do them and that you are the most experienced floral cutter, outerer and painter, but it takes seconds to do because the dies are fantastic and they just work. I just think they're gorgeous. These are the ones that I will now go to time and time and time again. These are going to be my go-to florals. Yeah, and they are going to be absolutely timeless, you know, and you can make them more summery, you can make them more wintry. It's completely up to you how you use them, but it all starts with you getting your hands on them. And a great opportunity for you to do so today because we've given you a great discount as well. You are looking at over 20% off on a brand new launch. I think the price point's awesome on them for a collection of dies that are going to do so much for you. To get them for under £30 or $35 is incredible value. So you've got 3 different collections in here, being the Butterfly Meadow, you've got the Scent of Summer, and also the Bumblebee Paradise. They are the 3 brand new die collections that are coming to you with that saving. They are available individually if you want to pick and choose, but the saving is great, and you only get that when you buy the 3 of them together. If you do need sentiments though to go with them, we've got an incredible Black Friday deal for you available on these, and these are fantastic. They are your mix and match sentiments, 94 elements in here for you, all of the different sentiments that you need for all the different occasions, and you can mix and match them together, which is brilliant. You've got 60% saving here. Look at that, you are saving £63 almost in the UK and over $71. So you've got all your anniversaries taken care of, then all your birthdays. Then we have Just For You, you've got Thinking of You, you've got Special Friend there. This one is Good Luck. Thank you
is that one there as well. I think if you are fairly new to crafting or someone that is trying to build up your stamp stash at the moment, these are fantastic because that is the majority of the sentiments that you are going to need. $33.58 or $37.97 as a platinum member. They should be over £100 or dollars if you bought them individually. Right, we've got some pictures coming in, Leanne, as well, some Thanksgiving pictures. So Pam is sharing her brunch with us, which is eggs and bacon. She always eats this whilst watching the Macy's parade. What are the two things at the bottom, Erin? Muffins. I mean, I could eat that, but I would need double that, I think. I'd need double the eggs and double the bacon.
I would need double the eggs and double the bacon. Yes, I could have one muffin, actually.
I think I could forego the muffin if I was, all the muffins, if I was going to have triple the eggs and triple the bacon.
I would have double muffin, double bacon, no, double egg, double bacon, one muffin.
Okay, excellent. Are they savoury muffins or sweet muffins, Erin? Sweet, delicious.
Ooh.
How? They look like blueberry. How about this though? A wonderful pumpkin pie from Betty.
Do you know what? I have never had a pumpkin pie.
Me neither.
I've never tasted pumpkin pie and I really want it. It's on my bucket list. Betty, that looks homemade and it looks delicious.
It does look delicious. I could
do you put cream on it?
Push my face into that.
I could. Do you put cream on it?
What do you have with it, Erin? Cream. No, we don't call it squirty cream. I'm sorry, someone is lying to you. It's whipped cream. Only if you have it out of a can, it's squirty cream. But if you're classy like Leanne, you would gently whip the cream at home yourself and add a bit of sugar to it. Maybe a bit of vanilla as well, and then have that with it.
And that's called chantilly cream.
That's called chantilly cream, it is indeed. Jennifer Joseph. So she sent us a few photos. She's having a gluten-free Thanksgiving. She's having a sweet potato casserole with a crumb and pecan topping, homemade stuffing, turkey. Oh no, here comes the green bean casserole. It doesn't look any, we're not feeling it, Leanne, are we?
No.
We could be wrong. We rarely are, but we could be wrong. And what's this here, Leanne? And this is a stuffing coming up.
Wow. That looks really, it does look very delicious.
What are we going to have for our dinner after this show now?
I mean, probably ain't going to end up at McDonald's.
I think we are going to end up at McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's a sweet potato casserole.
Do you know what I have a fancy for?
What?
A milkshake.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm a right little horror pig at the moment though, honestly. Yeah, I can't stop eating, Leanne. I mean, I'm going to have to wire my jaw shut at this rate. It's, you know, just all day, every day.
And you were looking so gorgeous and svelte.
I know. I'm going to start running again next week though, so we should be all right. We should be all right. Okay. We are going to go back to the dies. I'm just going to recap what you're getting in here. Remember, it is a brand new launch for you. 3 different collections in here. So you've got the Bumblebee Paradise, which is that one there. You also have the Butterfly Meadow and the Scent of Summer. They are the 3 that are coming to you. If you want to go for it with the Tricolour Aquas, then you can. That is all available. 3 sets of the Tricolour Aquas coming in there alongside the Watercolour cardstock as well. That represents the best value. If you don't yet have those, they're going to work perfectly with this collection, and the saving there is awesome. Almost £22 or $28 there for you. We've got Donna Marie says, we used to tease my mum and tell her she should write a cookbook, 101 ways to cook Spam. My favourite was Hawaiian Spam. What is Hawaiian Spam? Donna Marie Harrison, you need to let me know what Hawaiian Spam is, please.
I mean, I think it's ham and pineapple. Spam and pineapple.
Spam and pineapple?
Spam and pineapple. I think that's what that's going to be.
Right. Anyway, Leanne, we're down a very tasty black hole at the moment, aren't we? Are you going to rescue us from it?
Of course,
okay,
always. I thought for those of you who are just joining after that Macy's parade, unless it's still happening, I'm not quite sure. What's that noise? Can you hear a noise? Oh, it's okay. So, that really distracted me for a while. I thought somebody was coming through the ceiling. Right, so I thought those of you who just joined us after the Macy's parade, unless it's still going on, might like to see the dies being cut and coloured again.
Oh, I think so.
So I think, why not? Because I've been just cutting them up. I've had them ready for you, haven't I? So I'm taking the dies off this backing card, and then I'm just placing them on some watercolour card. And you can, you know, be as frugal or as extravagant as you like. I tend to be a little bit more extravagant for speed when we're doing these live shows, but if this was at home, this would be cut exactly to the size that I needed for my flowers because I don't waste anything. But in the spirit of speed, we're not going to be too careful. So I've got all of my dies placed there. I'm then going to put them on my sandwich and put them through my machine.
Pammy says that Friendsgiving is a thing as well as Thanksgiving. I should do a Friendsgiving celebration next year. Maybe we'll give that a go. Mary Kay saying hi, late to the show. She's just been making pumpkin muffins. She added dried cherries and they smell so good in my house right now. Oh, there's no hope for us, is there? I thought I'd be good today, Leanne.
I had high hopes of being good because I've lost. How much have I lost? I've lost £9.
Oh, very good.
Which I'm very pleased about, actually.
But we both ended up having a sloppy Joe today, didn't we?
But we both had a sloppy Joe, and I'm craving a milkshake from.
Yeah.
So we started well, and I'm going to put the £9 on.
I would have had a bacon sandwich, a sloppy Joe, and then a McDonald's today. That is not a great day.
A tasty day.
Tasty day, all the same, yeah.
Yeah, tasty. Oh, I've just realised why Christina did the sloppy Joes.
Why?
Because it's very much an American thing.
Oh, is it?
And it's Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, I'd never heard of a sloppy Joe. It was something I was not familiar with, yeah.
The only time I've ever had a sloppy Joe is when I've been in the USA.
Oh.
Christina's was pretty phenomenal.
And she makes the best homemade coleslaw as well.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Oh, she's a talent,
phenomenal.
that lady.
She really is.
Christina is the lady that runs a canteen here, for those of you that don't know. And she bakes lots of incredible cakes as well. And in fact, everything she makes is delicious.
She does bake lots of incredible cakes. She should be on the bake-off.
She should be.
Right, so I've just gone straight in with my marker there, and I'm just dabbing the colour around on the poppy. You can dry in between. Sometimes it's good to do that if you're going to add more colour to build up the intensity. Remember how we were talking about that before? And the good thing about these is you don't have to worry about them looking too precise. You can just, is that the right colour? Yeah, rose red. You can just, add the colour wherever you want it to be and not worry about it being a perfect representation of a flower, because they're so painterly, if you like.
I love that term, painterly.
Painterly, they're so painterly in their style that they even die cut looking like a watercolour floral. So if that's the case, they're then not going to look out of place when you just dab the colour on. So I've got it this far, and then I want to just make it look a little bit more like a poppy. So to do that, I'm going to get a black, if I've got it, or a very dark, let's go with a dark brown and a blue over the top of each other. That'll make an approximation of black. What colour is that? Sepia, there we go. And that's going to go in the centre. In fact, the sepia is enough.
Nice.
There we go. So that's now starting to look a little more poppy-ish. And then if we go in with this rose red again and just add a little bit more shade around there, maybe it's around the edge here. So you see, actually, Jo, I'm just getting the turn of the petal in with that now, and it's already starting to look more like a poppy.
Yeah, very dimensional.
And this isn't rocket science at all. It's just very, very easy to do, and you're going to be able to do it at home yourself. So I'm just building that shade up around there. If I want to move it out, I can just bring in my brush and just give it a little swipe. And then I've got something that looks very much like a watercolour poppy. And then I can do the foliage. So I can do the greens on it as well.
I wonder how these would look if you just made some really abstract backgrounds and then cut the flowers from the whole abstract background.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. Oh, I think that would look quite nice, Jo.
Maybe another way of using. So many different ways, and you're going to come back with so many different ways of using them as well. So much talk about food in the comments, and it's hard to stay away from. Chick-fil-A do a peppermint milkshake. Not sure how I feel about that, Leanne.
No, I don't feel I mean, chocolate peppermint, not just peppermint.
Yeah, not just peppermint.
Yeah, like mint choc chip milkshake. I think that poppy's divine. I know I'm kind of congratulating myself there, but I do think...
Do congratulate yourself, you deserve it.
Here's the thing though, and this is what you'll do at home, I'm congratulating myself on a beautiful poppy, had nothing to do with me. Could cut the beautiful shape out, whack some aqua marker on, dab some water on, it's done. And you're going to have the same experience.
Absolutely,
and be really thrilled with what you've done when you get it home.
Fair to say anyone's going to be able to do this, using the techniques that you shared with us in this show.
Yes, for sure, without a doubt. Right, we've got here a lovely little pansy, and so when I've got the pansy, I do like to colour this a little bit more precisely. So I've got the shape, and actually these dies emboss as well. Now, the Gemini is so good that it's done the cut and the emboss for me at the same time.
Oh, fabulous.
So I'm following the emboss line to see where I need to put the shade for the pansy. If you want that to be more pronounced, you can cut the dies, then emboss them with your embossing mat, because there are, I'm just going to show you, there are holes in the dies which emboss, so you can do both, but Gemini is so good that it's done both. So you see there, I've got the yellow where the pansy goes. Now I just need the purple. Let's find my purple. I'll do this one.
Oh, it might look lovely cut from a sparkle pen background as well, suggests Beth. Love that.
Definitely.
For Holiday says, good morning, happy Thanksgiving from Florida. Been sneaking peeks at CTV whilst cooking. Just finishing the deviled eggs, stuffed mushrooms, and doing the stuffing. If there's one thing I love in life, Leanne, it's a deviled egg.
I love a deviled egg.
Oh.
I really love a deviled egg.
All right, the lovely Ashford says she's going to replicate a Thanksgiving meal for Sunday dinner this week. Lovely little idea, little homage there.
I like that.
Our social media superstar Colleen has said, sorry Joe, I would send you comments about other things, but it's all food in the comments. There is no conversation other than those about food. Mum puts the giblets on top of the stuffing to give it more flavour while baking.
Ooh, might have to try that.
Stephanie says, anybody cook the turkey giblets and add it to their gravy?
I have used giblets to flavour my gravy.
No, I removed them. They go in the bin in my house.
Well, I'd remove them, and then in a pan if you fry them.
Oh no.
If you fry them in a pan and then use the juices in your gravy, it makes very delicious gravy.
Is it?
That is a true story, Joe.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, my mum used to do that.
I'm going to take your word for it. They give me the... Ooh.
Do they? The
yeah.
Giblets?
Just no giblets in my house. Anne Lee says, Joe and Leanne, do you share a house when you're working? We don't, do we? But some of us do.
Yes,
our other experts. So when Debbie Fisher's here, Debbie Robinson, Michelle McCarthy, all the others, we do. But Leanne lives close enough that Mr. Chivs comes and picks her up.
He does, yeah.
Takes her home to her own home.
Yeah, because I'm not that far away. So I think I do miss out on all the party house fun though. So I might actually just invite myself over one night, Joe.
Sorry?
I might just invite myself over one night.
Do come and stay.
Yeah, might do
absolutely.
that.
It's nice, it's cosy, it's very warm. Because yes, a lot of us don't live close by. So I live 2 hours away. Debbie Fisher lives 4 hours away. Debbie's 2 hours away. Jan's a couple of hours away as well. So we all come up and then we stay up whilst we're here. So I come up, stay for 3 nights, and then I go home again, back to my home.
That's lovely.
Do you get multiple colours of pansies, Leanne?
You do. Yes, so you could do that in all of the colours.
Fabulous.
Yes, absolutely you do. I've got pansies in my garden. That's a winter flower.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got winter pansies in
So
my
they
garden.
flower in the winter time?
Yeah, winter flower and pansies in my garden currently.
The pansy is the one there in the middle.
There we go. I'm just having a nice time colouring these up now, Joe.
Valerie says, no giblets in my house, thank you. Colleen says, oh no, Leanne, spam and giblets in your house.
That's funny.
That is
I tell you what I do for Christmas Eve. For Christmas Eve, I do a gammon joint.
Right.
Cooked in black treacle.
Oh, yes, please. Have you ever tried ham or gammon baked in cola?
I have.
Oh, so
However,
good.
I promise you, the black treacle knocks that into a cocked hat.
Does it?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
I bet the pan's a nightmare to clean afterwards, though.
Well, so you don't actually put it straight in the pan. You create like a lovely little tin foil
Hammock.
hammock for it, and so it's just in the tin foil.
You could put spam in a hammock and call it a spammock.
Sorry.
No, I want to do spam in a hammock and call it spammock and spammock fritters.
You could, yes. However, my gammon in black treacle, which then gets a crust on it of demerara sugar, Dijon mustard, and more black treacle.
Oh.
I kid you not, it's a taste sensation.
Wow. I think I might be coming to yours now. You've shared that little tidbit of information with us.
We do that, and we do lovely roast potatoes with it on your Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve, roast potato, oh, delicious. Ash said, let's talk about how amazing Leann is. Even on what she thinks is an off day, she is far away knocking her demos out of the park today. They are all incredible. They really are. Oh no, Stephanie boils the giblets and then chops them up fine and puts them in the gravy.
That might be a step too far for me.
That's a step too far. I think you want to be able to remove your giblets, don't you, before you serve?
I remove them, yes. But I mean, it's down to personal preference. If you don't mind a giblet, well, then leave your giblet in.
Pam says, can you ask Leann if these can be turned into a stamp by cutting them with foam?
Oh, excuse me, I'm choking.
No problem. Yeah, you can. I'm
Yes,
getting
you
a
can.
knowing
Yes, you
nod.
can.
Have you got some water over there that's not got paint in it?
No.
Okay, I'll get you a water that's not got paint in it.
Thank
Hold the line
you.
cooler.
Now look what we've got there, where we've done one of the poppies in more of a pink and one in more of a true red. And I think they look really lovely. And then I just love to build these up over the top and make a real statement of a bouquet. I kind of can't make myself I can't do less is more with these, Jo. I find myself just wanting to pile up all of the flowers.
Are you a floral maximalist? Is that what you think you are?
I think I might be a floral maximist, yes.
Yeah, I love that term, maximalist or maximalism. Because
Like,
everything's
it's
very minimum.
my name is really glorious Maximus.
Maximalist.
What's his name?
I don't know.
What was the movie, man? The
Russell
one
Crowe, man.
yeah, what does he say?
Gladiator.
I mean, his name's got about 47 syllables.
Was it?
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Oh. That's like a really, really trendy kid's name, isn't it? You know.
It is.
Caroline says, I love how Leann just ignores Jo, like a mum ignoring a naughty child. I mean, I'd ignore me as well. Honestly, I really would. Heather says, #spammock. That's going around in the comments now as well. I've got to stop making Leann laugh. Every time I make her laugh, she has a little coughing fit. I've got some water over there. Very, very busy on these. I do love the way that they layer up when you can do these kind of things. And they work well around apertures. I know you don't need to use an aperture, do you, in order to use them, but they do work very well. Imagine these in something like home decor, you know, like little shadow box frames and stuff like that, or even around picture mounts. I'm imagining these would look glorious.
Absolutely, Jo. I think you're right. Imagine them on a box top for a gift box.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely
Oh,
lovely.
I've got a box
that.
over here on a box
Have you?
top. Yeah. Oh, it's like a... What style are we calling this box, Leann?
Oh, that's like a match thingy box.
Yeah. I was going to call it a cigarette box, but that's
yes.
not...
Yes, more of a
Yes, it is,
cigarette
isn't
box.
it? Yeah.
Playing card box.
Yeah, playing card box. Really, really beautiful. Again, worked beautifully on those kind of things if you want to use them for those. And also the apertures look fantastic, the ones with the apertures there as well. I mean, there's so many different ways of using them, there really are. That is looking glorious, Leann.
Oh, that one's nice that you had there, Jo. But there's, look, finished. I've gone Maximus again with me floral. And maybe you could go not quite as Maximus with your floral,
Right.
and just decide which one's for you.
Yeah, I'm loving the maximalist, I must say. Really, really loving it.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and the great thing is, look, make loads of these up, colour them all in, and then just sit and put them together. You are completely in charge when
Funny
it
you
comes
should
to
say
this.
that, Jo.
Sorry?
Look what I've got. Funny you should say that. I've got this out. I just want to show you everybody what I've got. Look what I've got here, which is a whole pile where I've just cut them out. I've just had it, like you said, 20 minutes, some sheets of card. I've cut them out.
Oh, wow.
I've got a whole pile, and actually I like to use the black as a shadow behind, or the craft card as a drop shadow behind some of them, which is why I've got the black and the craft card in there. Then I've got my white ones so that I can colour them in, and then when I'm colouring them, I just put them in a different packet. Stop hanging on there. Put them in a different packet, and I've got them already coloured up. Imagine that in a little box or a little bag. You've got them ready. You need a flower for a card. It's there already.
Ready
You
to
just
go.
build it up, ready to go.
Easy peasy. Could be a great option when you do need a card quickly, especially got them all coloured and good to go. Let me run you back through then the 3 brand new collections of these that we've got for you today. It's the Scent of Summer, this one here. You also have as well the Bumblebee Paradise, which are these flowers here. and you've also got the butterfly meadow there as well. You could absolutely use these cut in black as a silhouette. I think they would look beautiful if you wanted to use them like that. Do remember as well, you can also go for them with the tricolour markers as well. So the tricolour marker is 9 in here for you. This actually represents the best saving this collection. You get 3 different sets. You are going to receive also the watercolour cardstock in there. You get the floral meadow. So each pen has 3 colours which blend together beautifully, and then they are all complementary colours. You've got floral meadow, you will get the great outdoors, and you'll also get colour basics in there as well. $51.99 or $68.64 becomes $41.59 or $54.91 if you want to get your hands on those. I do need to also talk to you about that incredible Black Friday daily deal. Now there's loads of Black Friday offers over on our website of up to 70% off, but check this deal out because $99.99, that's exactly what you'd expect to pay for the foil press every single day. You'll find it on our website, listed at that. What you won't normally get with it though is £130 worth of freebies. It's not a situation, you know, sometimes on a Black Friday you'll go to the shops and you'll get I don't know, let's say you're going to buy a food processor at the shop and they go, oh, but there's a freebie, and the freebie is like a traffic cone, and you're thinking, why do I need a traffic cone with a food processor? You're obviously just trying to get rid of some stuff that you don't need, so you've just put it with it. Well, the deal on the foil press machine, that is all incredible stuff that you would have come and bought anyway with it, I'm sure. The carry case is incredible. You've got those frame dies there, some sentiments. We've also got those beautiful, I love the die to the right-hand side there, gives you so much foiling on that sentiment. And then we've got the foils in there as well. So this is all stuff you would have come and bought anyway, I think, later down the line with your foil press. So amazing value. $79.99 if you're a platinum member for £230 worth of incredible products. I'm going to give you another opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst we do that, let's share with you some of the fun stuff we get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Still very, very busy on that new, on this new launch. Valerie says, what is gammon? I've never heard of it. I think it's ham, basically, isn't it? like a ham joint, would say, or you guys would call it. Pam E, I was thinking if you stamp the bottom layer of a piece of card, then add the die cut flowers, it would look glorious. I think you are completely correct, Pam. Vellum, this is my new sister-in-law, 50 plus years ago, cooked the canned ham in the can. What happened? Blew the oven door off. Love that. I was once in a restaurant, Leanne, in a burger restaurant, like an American diner, sat there, and obviously they were trying to warm or heat caramel sauce on the hot plate in the tin, but they didn't. What they didn't do is they didn't pierce the tin before they put it on the hot plate to warm.
Did it explode?
So obviously we sat, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. We were sat like in a booth, and then the open kitchen in the middle here. The guy goes in with it still on the hot plate, puts the tin opener in, the hot caramel sauce,
like Vesuvius.
Like so, it was just hot caramel explosion, like a volcano going off, hit the roof of the restaurant and literally just sprayed the entire ceiling, and it was like dripping, and this poor guy is stood there like with all of this just hot caramel dripping off the ceiling around him. It was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen.
I mean, was he all right? Was he burned?
He was fine, I think. Yeah, he was absolutely fine, just a bit embarrassed. Also, Joe, can you show us the foil press case inside in a bit more detail? Do you know what? After Leanne's next demonstration, I will do exactly that for you. Again, Felicia asking what's the difference between the tri-blends and the tricolour aquas, Leanne?
None, except one's alcohol marker and one's watercolour marker.
Fabulous.
So, tri-blend is for alcohol colouring, like your Classique and your Illustrator, and tricolour aqua, which we've got here, is tri-blend aqua, I beg your pardon, is like our aqua markers, but 3 colours in a pen.
There you are. Hope that helps. Suzette is watching, enjoying the conversation. Aisha says she is also doing the same. She's multitasking, cutting cheese for dinner. There you are. And Stephanie's daughter's cutting the cheese in their house. How do you feel, Leanne, about apple pie with sliced cheddar?
Right. I know that this is a thing.
Last night, apparently, we found out an apple pie baked in a brown paper bag, served with slices of cheddar on the side.
Yes, that doesn't surprise me, because my father-in-law always has slices of cheese with his Christmas cake.
So, oh, yeah,
Christmas
you've mentioned this
cheese.
before.
Yes,
no.
always. So the apple pie and cheese doesn't surprise me.
Doesn't surprise
actually.
you? You're all right
and
with
actually,
it?
you know, like a stewed apple in a pie, that's just like having apple sauce with your pork, isn't it? So that is a fruit that goes very well with savoury. So I'm okay
You're
with that.
on board with it? Okay.
Yes. I don't know whether I'd be rushing to have it myself.
No, I don't think so.
I would try it, and I can understand it.
There you are. That's sorted that out then. Right, what would you like to share with us next?
I feel like some kind of Yoda of whether food's appropriate.
Oh, you absolutely are. You are the.
I'll tell you what I think. I will.
You are the guru of Crafter's Companion. There's no doubt about it.
Right, now what I've done this time is I've cut the flowers from Vellum, which I think is really quite delicate and classy.
Really nice.
Now,
almost they look like they sort of, we've had our first frost is what they look like.
Yes, absolutely. Now you could colour them in with your colour blend pencils if you want some nice subtle colour on them, because they colour onto Vellum beautifully.
Okay.
Or we could just do what I'm going to do and use your fine tip applicator and add some sparkle.
Oh.
So I'm just using my fine tip glue and little dots all over the flower, and I've got a few of them, so we'll do the few. So this is easy as well. You could do this from coloured cardstock, to be fair. You know, you could do it from anything. I've just got it done from Vellum because I thought it looked very delicate. I think this, for a wedding invitation, beautiful.
Really, really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing this for my Tash on Saturday as well. I'm going out.
Glittering it?
Yeah, I'm going out on Saturday night. I've got the biggest bag of Creative Expressions biodegradable glitter at home, and the glue that you need to stick it all on your face as well, Leanne. And
Right.
I've decided that I'm going out in gold sequins on Saturday, and very shiny gold leggings. It's kind of like a semi-fancy dress thing.
I was going to say.
Not just like pop into the local pub for a pint.
No.
And I thought I'm going to glitter my Tash as well. So use Vaseline, cover it all in Vaseline, and then basically just pour the glitter all over, smush it in, brush the excess off, glittery tash. I am worried I'm going to end up eating quite a lot of the glitter.
I was
though.
just about to say, what are we going to do to stop you eating the glitter?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just have to, I think
Can you put a tissue in your mouth?
No, I'll brush off the excess and then I'll set it with a bit of hairspray. I'll just hold a bit of paper over my mouth.
I'm feeling this sounds dodgy.
Well, you know, the lengths we go to for a good fancy dress outfit.
I'm a bit worried about you.
I'll post pictures, don't you worry.
Please do. Okay. Consult if you start choking. I'll help you out. Right, so if I just move... Oh, I'm going to get it... Well, actually, I'll put them on that green because you'll be able to see them more. Look, so now I've just glittered them. Once this dries, clear the glue, all you'll have on your little flowers here is a pretty little sparkle.
Ooh.
Which is lovely, isn't it?
Really gorgeous.
Pretty little sparkles. And I think it's just delicate and something different. It's thinking of different ways of using them, isn't it? So, some 3D glue gel. I'll see if there's any left in here.
Could we cut acetate using these as well?
Yes.
To make some sort of, I was going to say you could make some nude ones then. What I meant was some see-through ones.
Yeah.
Which would be a lovely way of adding even more texture, especially if you wanted to use them on like maybe a more wintry scene as well. I guess you can make these Christmassy and wintry if you want to.
You absolutely could. Do you know what, Joe? That is a fantastic observation in terms of making them wintry on your winter cards. By doing it with this vellum or acetate and then glittering them up, it's absolutely going to feel like that. They're going to feel frosty. I like that idea. So I've just put a big dollop of 3D glue gel at the bottom here, and I'm just going to arrange my flowers over the top while we wait for that glue to dry with the glitter on. Just making sure that each flower touches that glue somewhere, and then once it dries, it'll hold it nice and firm. So you can see how I'm poking them underneath, interlacing them, just making sure they touch the 3D glue gel. And then I've got this lovely little bow, which has got some sticky on the back, but also the 3D glue gel's going to grab that. And you've got those now just on the top of a little box. Now I've got one here where the glue has dried, so you can see you haven't got those white pieces. What you have got, hopefully you can see, is a beautiful
glistens, isn't it?
glittery shimmer on those lovely vellum flowers. Isn't that delicate?
Really gorgeous.
Lovely, and you can see putting them on a little gift box. It's lovely just to decorate the top, and that could be your coloured flowers as well if you want to. You know, it doesn't just have to be the vellum flowers, and you can layer over, if you want, you could layer over a couple of your colours with your frosty ones in the background. Possibilities are endless and choices are all yours, Joe.
Really, really beautiful. So gorgeous. Well, Carol Hodge has verified your story, Leanne. She says, my granddad used to have sliced apple and cheese sandwiches. Also used to have 2 Christmas cakes, an ice one for the family and a plain one for him to scoff with cheddar cheese. He reckons it was a very Durham thing. So there you are. It's a Durham thing, apparently. Teresa says, Joe, you must post a picture of your glitter explosion. I will do exactly that, Teresa. Don't you worry. Right, I want to tell you about a fantastic glue bundle we have on the show for you. Like the Holy Trinity, these 3, aren't they? But you get 2 of each. You're going to get the all-purpose, you're going to get the 3D glue gel, and you're going to get that tacky glue there as well. 20% off of those. A great opportunity to restock as part of one of our brilliant Black Friday offers. Talking about the Black Friday offers, don't forget about that daily offer. I did say, who was it that asked? Let's find that question. I can't see it now. Who was it? Oh, Sophie wanted to see the bag in more detail that you've got. The bag is rather fabulous because it's got this zipper on the front which opens all the way out, so you can keep in here your platform. You've also got these lovely mesh pockets as well, which you can keep all your bits and bobs in, all your tools. Love that you've got space for your rolls of foil in there as well, so let's pop that platform back in. And then on the back side, it's even got little studs on the bottom like a posh handbag. You know the posh handbags, so they don't get too mucky? It's got that on there. And then in here, this is actually room in here to store your entire foil press, the rest of it. So we've got the lead in here, we've got some of our tools in there as well, which is fantastic. It's just a really brilliant bag. You can keep absolutely everything for your foil press in there, which is excellent. And then you've got all the other stuff in there too. So you are going to receive loads of foil stamped dies. You've got frames and corners. You've got wonderful sentiments in there. You've got 4 rolls of foil to get you started. And don't think because we put it on such a special offer that you're not going to get everything you get included as standard as well. You still get all the accessories, all the dies you get as standard included with the machine. It is just an incredible Black Friday deal for you. It is UK only. Don't have any stock of this currently in the US at the moment. So if you want to grab that, you can. £230 is what you should be spending. Platinum members today, £80, which is awesome. I think if you've wanted a foil press, today is going to be the day. We've got some more photos coming in as well. Evelyn sent us a photo in. Check this out. Is that croissants? She made 2 pumpkin pies. So are they rolls on the left-hand side there? So are they savoury or are they sweet? They're savoury rolls.
Wow.
Oh, I've not seen those before.
I haven't. They look like a croissant.
They do, don't
They're
they?
fabulous.
They look delicious is what they look. And then brandied cranberries.
I need brandied cranberry in my
Is
life.
it like
What is it?
is it like cranberry sauce but with added brandy, I'm guessing?
I don't know. Or do
You
you
have it as
just...
a little side.
Yeah.
So you pop it on your turkey.
Oh, so it's not just cranberry soaked in brandy.
No, I think it's made into a sauce, like we'd have a cranberry sauce
Because I
with
make my
brandy
own
in it.
cranberry sauce for Christmas every year.
And do you put brandy in it?
No, but I'm going to.
Oh.
I'm doing it this year, Joe.
You're doing it. You're really doing it.
I'm going to do it.
Absolutely, you
I made
are.
my own sweet mince this week.
You what?
Made my own sweet mince.
Sweet mince. Now, how do you make a sweet mince?
Like, you know the mince meat for the sweet mince? Do you know what I mean? In a
So
jar.
much confusion here for everyone in the US. We've had this conversation before. Mince meat, as we call it, that we have within a mince pie at Christmas, is not the same as ground beef or minced beef.
No.
What is in our mince meat, Leanne?
Okay, so in our mince meat, when I made my mince meat at home for Christmas, in it was a good proportion of suet because that has to coat the fruit. I then had equal quantities of sultana, raisin and currants, flaked almonds and candied peel, and mixed spice and cinnamon.
Right, and then
And
do you have to like
brandy.
mix it all up and then leave it?
So you mix it all, and cooking apple. A
Right.
good proportion of cooking apple, really, really finely, almost minced, chopped very, very, very small. In the food processor small, not with a knife small. And then you mix all that together with a goodly proportion of a good, like 4 big teaspoons of brandy and then a big, from a good measure. And you leave that for 15 hours to meld together, marinate, just for all the flavours to infuse. And then you put it in your oven on the lowest setting.
Oh, I didn't know it went in the oven.
Goes in the oven for 3 hours.
Right.
So then you put it in the oven for 3 hours on like 100 degrees centigrade, whatever that is Fahrenheit, very low, the lowest setting, for 3 hours, and everything will warm and the suet will melt. And then when you take it out, you keep stirring it every 20 minutes so that the suet coats all of the fruit. When it's very cold, you put more brandy in and then you jar it, and that's it.
Oh, delicious. And then you can put it into a pie.
Into your pies, into a strudel, or as my family do, just every time they walk past, take a teaspoon and get a lump out.
Delicious, yummalicious, in fact, is what I'm going to say. Right, we are going to move on. I need to remind you of this one. The floral dies on their own, very, very busy at the moment. Remember, it is your launch day, so it's the first time you've had a chance to get your hands on these. In here, you've got the Scent of Summer. You've also got Bumblebee Paradise, and you will receive as well the Butterfly Meadow in there. They are the 3 brand new collections for you, $23.99 or $27.96 as a Platinum member to get your hands on these. Right, Leanne, what would you like to share with us next?
We're going to make just a pretty card.
Nice.
So we've looked at some different ways of using them, and we're going to go back to their roots and just look at making a pretty card. So I'm doing a slimline because they're still very, very popular, aren't they, these lovely slimline cards. So I've got a nice pearlescent card base. I've got a pretty piece of textured card there. I think this is from our paper library, actually, this piece of paper, which is a really pretty one.
I've not had the chance to do the paper library yet.
Oh, paper library is great, Joe. Such an essential stash buster builder. It's fantastic. I love it.
You got quite aggressive there with how much you loved it.
I was like, yes, you need it in your life. It's great. Honestly,
you went a little bit precious from the Lord of the Rings there.
I did. I thought it was Marge from The Simpsons.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Precious? Do you mean Gollum?
Yeah.
Ah. Okay. Yes, they're my precious.
We call my dad Precious because when he eats, he has this really awful habit of making like a noise.
Oh.
And he sounds like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, so we call him Precious. That's now his nickname.
I bet he loves that.
Oh, he hates it. We used to, as children, refuse to sit next to or opposite him to have our dinner because he's such a noisy eater.
Oh,
We'd always want to separate ourselves from him.
There's a name for people who have a phobia of the sound of people eating, and my son and my sister both have it.
Really?
Mm.
Yeah, they would hate. They could never dine with my dad, honestly. So noisy. That or Muttley, we used to call him from that
Does he?
kids. Kids
I'm not going to do it,
races.
so I'll start coughing. Does he? When he laughs. Right.
Can't do it without coughing.
So I've got my Slimline card, and then I've got this lovely little matte and laid lilac and white, and I've done some embossing on it, which is looking really pretty,
Beautiful.
isn't it? And then all I'm going to do is just take my scissors and just cut a bit like that. So just cut it in half. And then, where have I put my 3D glue gel? Oh, there it is. Then what I can do is use that to create some really pretty, just little offset panels. One will go there and one will go here. I haven't had to worry about getting them cut the right size because I just cut the circle, and then that looks really nice when it's offset like that. I'm then just going to do a blob of 3D glue gel down here, exactly as I did before, and I've already cut some pretty florals out and painted them. You've seen me do this during the show, so you don't need to see me do that again. There we are. I've done them in exactly the same way.
If you didn't have the glue gel, could you use hot glue for this?
Yes, 100%.
Gosh, why do I keep calling you Debbie? What is wrong with me, Leanne?
Don't know. I don't mind. There are worse things you could call me,
There
Joe.
are.
There are worse things you could call me.
I've never got your name wrong. I've done it twice in the same show.
Well, the one
Yesterday
time when you called me Leo Sayer.
Leanno Sayer.
Leanno
That was what I
Sayer.
used to call you all the time.
You did, yeah.
But now you started doing the curly girl technique. You're not very Leanno Sayer anymore.
I'm not, no.
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 Leo Sayer was a very famous singer. I'm guessing he was famous in the US. Maybe he wasn't. You might want to Google it,
He's
Erin.
a bit Mick Hucknall.
Leo Sayer.
A bit Mick Hucknall.
Very Mick Hucknall. Had a lot of very frizzy, curly blonde hair. So I used to call, and Leanne's hair was more curly maybe than it is now, back in the day. So I used to call her Leanno Sayer. I used to think it was hilarious. I used to think Leanne thought it was, but I'm not sure if she did or not.
No, I did think it was hilarious, actually. I did think it was hilarious.
Misophonia is what it's called, that fear of noisy eaters.
Yeah, there is a... and I actually don't know whether my sister and son actually have a fear of it at all. I think they just have an anger.
Astrid's got it as well,
Has she?
misophonia, she says, yep.
Yeah, it is a thing.
There we are.
It is a thing. So there we go. We're just layering these flowers. We're just doing it. Look, oh, honestly, Joe, please, guys, if you're on the fence, get off the fence and get the floor. Pick the flowers off the fence and pick the flowers.
Absolutely.
Because they're really, really, they're just beautiful, Joe.
Yeah.
They're exquisite. And you can go maximum, you can go minimum.
They really are awesome, and also they're not going to break the bank as well. That's the thing I love. You know, less than £30 or $35. That's before you even consider using your Club Inspired discount on top of that as well. I mean, I just think they are absolutely awesome. You're going to love using them. You're going to love putting them together as well. You've got 3 brand new sets within this collection too. So again, not a huge collection, but something that's going to open up a lot of possibilities when it comes to the different projects that you can make with these. So you've got the Silent of Summer, the Scent of Summer. You've also got the Bumblebee Paradise and the Butterfly Meadow. You know your handwriting's getting bad when you can't even read it yourself, Leanne, which I've written it on the back of here. But the problem is when I came in and wrote on the back of these boards, it was so cold that I couldn't stop my hand shaking. So that's why I obviously can't understand my own writing. Let me also share with you the collection where you're getting the tricolour aqua markers included as well. So you get 3 sets of the tricolour aquas, and you will get in there as well the watercolour cardstock. And these are the perfect colouring medium to go with these brand new flowers. You will also get 3 sets. So each pen houses 3 different colours which all blend seamlessly together. You'll get the Colour Basics, you will also get the Floral Meadow, and you'll get the Great Outdoors as well. $41.59 or $54.91 as a platinum member if you want to get a hold of those ones. Leanne, shall we do card of the show, do you think?
Why not? So this was number 1.
Number 1.
Number 2. Number 3. Number 4.
It's going to be tight.
Number 5.
Number 6. Have you done 7 demos?
6. Number
Wowzers
6.
trousers. 6 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, get voting. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are across on YouTube. I'm going to tease you with a couple of things that are coming up. So is this, if people want to get their hands on this, Erin, is this in our cartload show later? Ooh. It's so shiny, Leanne. Look at it. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it?
It is the shiniest thing of beauty.
Can you believe it's half price?
I can't believe it's half price. I think we've lost the plot this time.
Under
This
£100.
Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Under £100 to get a Gemini Junior, and also to get it, the limited edition rose gold one. Don't forget, if you're a platinum member, you could be looking at, well, you are looking at $79.99 to get your hands on a Gemini Junior in the incredible rose gold. It is UK only. It is coming up in that cartload show a little later, 7 p.m. here in the UK, which is 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast, and it's a 3-hour extravaganza with myself and Leanne. Something else that's coming up in that later show, mystery bag. I'm going to be cheeky, right? Mystery bag number 1. Look what it's got in it, Leanne. Wishing Leanne knows because she's put them together, but
I know.
It's got one of our Crafts Companion
I
water
know.
bottles in there, and also 1, 2, 3 nesting dies. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other items. I am seeing Nature's Garden items in there. Ooh, I'm seeing lots and lots of dies in that one. That's number 1. Number 2 is this one here. Full size pack of classic, pack of illustrators.
What can I say, Joe? I'm generous.
Oh,
I can't believe
amazing.
you're showing everybody what's in the
Also, I'm going to give you a bigger flash. You've got a 6x6 stamping platform in that one.
Essential.
Oh my! And then also you've got how many other items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other items in that particular bag. We have had to limit it. These are not UK only. We have had to limit it though to 1 per customer because they are. I mean, the value in them is that great and they're that hot. You can only get 1 each. I'm going to show you something else that's in number 3. This year's Christmas die launch. That's going to be in there, and you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 other items as well. I'm seeing Sarah signature stuff in here. I'm even seeing, look, Centura Pearl in there as well. Yes, please. Now, if you join us in the later show at 7 p.m. here in the UK, we will, of course, take you through absolutely everything that's in all of those as well. So you'll have to join us for that. Your card of the show is number 4, Leanne. Number 4.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to get the answer that quick. Which one was number 4?
Oh, I don't know.
1, 2. Oh, that one.
There you go. Number 4. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
How fabulous.
That surprised me.
That will be going up on the shelf into the card of the day, which is fabulous. Now, I can see Leanne, she is eager to take us through some of the other beautiful things that have been created with these.
Oh, I just love them, Joe. And, you know, it's lovely to see some of the things that our beautiful design team do for us. They're so incredibly talented. And when you see them put together like this, coloured in a more vintage way, with those beautiful scrapbook papers and your sentiments on there, you know, having that tiny little good time sentiment and that beautiful Celebrate, which is one of our oldest sentiments dies that you will all probably have at home because they were one of the most popular sentiment ranges we did. This is the sort of thing you're going to be able to create. So you can see you can colour them in a vibrant way, as I've been doing, because that's my preference. But you can also do them in a much more vintage, and they all look very painterly and very realistic. I just think they look like the most expensive, as you said, Joe, die-cut toppers that you're getting from a pad that you've paid a lot of money for, but you're actually creating these yourself at home and you're not paying a lot of money for them to be able to do this. And how many dies are in each set, Joe? You're getting about 5 different flowers in each set.
Yeah, you are.
This daisy, this one here, one of my favourites. I absolutely love that daisy. I think it's stunningly beautiful. And you see how lovely they are. And you can mix and match these sets together. You don't have to stick with, you know, the flowers in the sets as they come in the packets. You can put them together, move them around, swap and change them, use them however you like, and just be really pleased and proud of what you create, because they are truly beautiful.
Yeah, and I think the great thing is you showed us how easy it is to create something that looks like it's been manufactured, that looks like it's professional. You know, these look like they've been popped out of a topper pad that you've had to go out and buy, that you can only use the once, but it isn't. What Leanne's showing you with her expertise and also the products that we have is how you can create these yourself. And the great thing is that makes it really cost effective because you've got 15 brand new dies for that price that you can see there. And with some cardstock and some of your pens, you're going to be able to create these time after time after time, which is awesome. Let me take you through some of the other accessories that we have available to you on the show. We've got the aqua tool collection. You've got 4 of the misters, 4 brushes, and the palette within this one. 10% off there for you, $12.99 or $24.99 if you want to get your hands on that. We then also have the Finesse waterproof ink pad collection for you, $11.97 or $17.97. Now in there you've got the Noir Black, the Flagstone, and the pumice. Noir Black, Flagstone, the Noir Black, the Flagstone, and the Pebble. We got there in the end. And we also have the watercolour cardstock available for you as well. 45 sheets in total there on that one. $9.50 or $13.50. The perfect cardstock for you to be able to create these amazing floral projects when, of course, you are using watercolour. If you were using, of course, your alcohol markers, which you can, you would be using your Nina cardstock. With that essential glue bundle that we've got for you, 6-piece collection, 2 of the 3D glue gel, 2 of the all-purpose glue, and 2 of the tacky glue. They really are the three most common wet glues that we use. So it's great to get them all together in a collection for you. A great restock there. Take advantage of that and restock whilst it is part of our Black Friday event, which is awesome. Now I hear Leanne's got something to share with us before the end. What is that thing that you have to share with us, Leanne?
I thought we'd just have a look at how when we've got one of the flowers cut out as a silhouette, you know, I was saying we could use it as a drop shadow. So I've got a few of them here and I was just looking to see if I could find the white pieces without cutting it out, and I can't, but I found one for the thistle so I can show you with that. Let's colour it in as I've been doing up to now. So we're just going to colour that in. Look, somebody's mixed up an aqua pen here, look at that.
Oh, what are they like? Who are we blaming?
I think Debbie.
Debbie Fisher?
No, the other one.
The other one, okay.
It's usually
Debbie Robinson.
She's a nightmare. She's a lovely nightmare though.
She's probably what she is, a lovely nightmare. She does make me laugh.
She does make me laugh as well. Nightmare in the nicest sense of the word.
Absolutely.
No more of a nightmare than I am.
Oh,
but
no.
Clumsy.
Yes.
Usually there's ink.
I'm letting you dig that yourself out of this hole.
I don't feel I'm in a hole at all because I normally have to clean all the ink off my mat after Debbie Robinson's had her mitts on it.
Right. Valerie says she's never seen the winner's shelf. Do we ever show the winner's shelf? Do you know what, Valerie? Gorgeous George with a joystick. We'll see if he can show you the winner's shelf before the end. There you go.
So I'm just colouring this up just roughly, guys, because I want to show you how it works as a silhouette rather than worry about it being too beautifully coloured. So we'll do that there and that there. Maybe just have a bit more colour on here. I can't leave them pastel. I like the colour to be very,
very... I'm with you. I think the bold ones look incredible.
I do. I start out thinking I'm going to make this one pastel, and then no. Can't.
Do you think you could use your pencils on these?
Yes, definitely.
Or would you use a Nina cardstock if you're using your pencils?
You could stamping card. I would use.
Stamping card.
It depends which pencils you're using. If you're using your colour blend wax pencils, stamping card.
Okay.
If you're using your aqua pencils, then watercolour card.
Perfect. Really beautiful.
There we go. So that's that. Now here we've got the black cut out, and once this is dried, what you would do is just layer it over like this.
Ooh. Liking this.
So that you've got the drop shadow.
That's fabulous.
And you can accentuate it, so you can make it a bit more pronounced if you want. So you've got a shadow, if that's what you want to do, and you could do it in purples, or you can just offset it a little bit. So you get that lovely kind of 3D look.
Amazing.
Honestly, so Erin was getting, I have to share with you all, Erin was getting very excited there and said to me, oh, could you do it like it was like a shadow on the ground too? And she said that to me and I went like this.
And I looked at you as well and made this very similar face.
I have to just show you what that would look like, Erin. So there's the lovely flower. There's the lovely flower. There's the shadow on the ground. I mean, I think it just looks like something's died and fallen over.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, so nice idea, Erin, but no cigar for that one, love. But I love your creativity and getting involved. And we're going to keep it as a drop shadow like that.
There we are. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So remember then what is in there. We're going to show the winners walk to the wall. The winner's wall. So I'll just share with you, these are the ones that have won card of the week already. These ones will be going into card of the month. And then these are the current contenders for the card of the week this week. You've got the owls, that beautiful launch day from yesterday. And then this one down here, which you can't see, this shelf, the shelf below is where the card of the shows go before they get promoted, one of them, up onto the card of the week shelf. There you are. I thought we were going to have like an ultimate card of the year as well, like all go into a thing, and then someone wins a free holiday to, I don't know, the Maldives or something at the end, but apparently we're not doing that. Right, let's share with you again what's coming to you in this brand new collection. The Scent of Summer, you're going to get 15 dies total here in this collection. You've also got Bumblebee Paradise, and you've also there got Butterfly Meadow as well. Leanne, can I say it was an absolute pleasure to be back in the craft studio with you. I've loved it. Should we do it for 3 hours again a little bit later tonight?
Oh, go on then. Why not?
All right, it's a date. You and me, 3 hour Black Friday special cart load, 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast. If we're going to be here, you guys better be here as well. Incredible mystery bags. That Rose Gold Gemini Junior is going to be coming up as well. So we're going to go and get a little bit of food, have a bit of a gossip, and then we will see you guys back here for Cartload. Take care.